Amazon PPC optimization is essential for improving your product rankings and increasing sales on the platform. In this video, you will learn how to track your organic rankings alongside PPC performance, how to analyze campaign effectiveness, and make data-driven decisions to optimize your advertising strategy. If you want to try Data Dive yourself, you will find the special offer below in the description of this video.
Hello, Anthony. It's really nice to have you back on Orange League YouTube channel today to talk about PPC optimizations to help Amazon sellers to succeed. As always, you're sharing very useful tips for the sellers, so we're excited about this interview we're doing today. Before we go to the topic itself, could you first introduce yourself and also let us know what is Data Dive and how do you help Amazon sellers?
Sure thing. What's going on, everyone? My name's Anthony Cofrancesco from Data Dive. I've been in the Amazon industry since 2017. I've launched my own products. I had a creative agency that I exited in 2019. I've worked with PickFu, and now I'm here with Data Dive and Seller Systems. Data Dive is an all-in-one tool that helps sellers validate, launch, and optimize products 4 times faster than other software tools on the market. What we do is we look at every aspect of selling on Amazon and we say, how do we make this happen faster? And how do we make the people who are using these tools be more effective and make a bigger impact in the business? And so today we're going to be covering a little bit of PPC. And we put a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time into developing this area of the tool. And I'm super excited to share it.
Awesome. So, how are you exactly sharing your tips with us today? Because I know you often have different case studies to share with sellers to really show what's working well and also encourage them to take action to really make sure they're doing everything the best they could so they wouldn't be losing out on sales. Will you show us the tool itself or how we should get started today?
So I'm going to show 2 different things today. One of the things we've been working a lot on are our workflows. So these are PDF guides that anyone can get access to, just datadive.tools/workflow. So I'm going to show you the PDF. It's a step-by-step guide for revenue optimization. And then I'm going to show a few of the areas inside of the tool as well. So Rank Radar and our PPC connections, as well as a PPC audit tool, which is in beta for a handful of users.
Okay, cool to hear that. As always, Data Dive still continues to develop the features, and there's some new things you're testing out for your users as well. So I think we're all ready, and we can go straight into it.
Okay, sounds good. So first thing I'm going to do is show, this is the workflow. Again, if you go to datadive.tools/workflow, you can download these. This is for optimization and revenue optimization. So if you see the other workflows, we have one for SEO, one for CTR, CVR, and revenue is kind of the last step. Before you move on to PPC optimization, it's really important that your listing is optimized from an SEO standpoint and you've taken as much steps as you can for optimizing your click-through rate and conversion rate. It's just going to give basically everything that you're doing with PPC optimization is going to help it be much more effective. And so it does say that here, make sure you do your SEO, CTR, and CVR workflows first. So if you watched our video that we had on conversion optimization, this area of the tool is much more developed. A big focus on our roadmap for 2024 has been working on these PPC tools and our organic rank tracker. So there's a lot of steps here, but it is a much faster workflow because we've already built out some of this automation and a lot less manual work. So just from a high level, what we're going to do, we're going to first set up our Rank Radar. That's the organic rank tracker inside of Data Dive. Add custom keywords. You're going to connect your PPC account to Data Dive. I'm going to walk through our PPC decision matrix, and then I'll show you a little inside of the tool, basically analyzing your Rank Radar with the PPC overlay. You're going to run the PPC audit. Those are for people who are in the beta group or are in Inner Circle. This will be live for everyone eventually. And then execute changes. I'll show you how to make highlights, monitor and iterate on your PPC strategy, and I'll even cover some alternate revenue optimization strategy. So first things first, the first 4 or 5 steps of this are all set up. It's not any analysis. So step 1 is you're going to set up your Rank Radar. This is the organic rank tracker inside of Data Dive. If you're using other rank trackers, I think when I show you the PPC connections, you're going to want to switch over to Data Dive, because we're one of the few tools that's going to this level of depth. Basically, you're going to navigate to Rank Radar. That's on the left-hand side of your screen, and you're going to click Create New Rank Radar. And it's going to basically match all of the keywords in your rank tracker to what's in your master keyword list. So if there's any keywords that you're not actively looking to improve or to optimize, you can pause those keywords and remove them from your rank radar. So you just click on the checkbox, you click the pause button, and it'll move them into a paused list. Data Dive works on a consumption pricing model. So with a standard account, you can track, I think it's 1,000 keywords every month. And so we find that most people are only really tracking like 50 to 100 keywords a month per product. The other thing that you can do is Data Dive is going to match the keywords in your rank radar to what is in your master keyword list. But if there are keywords that you want to track that are not in your MKL, usually doesn't happen. But if you have custom keywords, we just added this feature for everyone. A lot of people don't know this. You can add custom search terms. So here inside of Rank Radar, click on the button for Add Search Term, type in your term. In this case, I typed in custom search term, just click Start Tracking. And then now custom search term or whatever you type in is going to now be tracked inside of Rank Radar. Next thing that you're going to want to do once you have the Rank Radar set up for your product is you're going to want to connect your PPC account to Data Dive. This is going to allow the PPC overlay to basically show your PPC metrics right next to your organic ranks. And not many other tools do this. So if you want a full video on how to do this, you can click on the video inside of the guide or watch this on our YouTube channel. But setting it up is super easy. So if you are inside of Rank Radar, on pretty much every page, it's going to prompt you. If you don't have your connections set up, it's going to prompt you here. But what you can also do if you don't see it for whatever reason is you can navigate from the organic rank tab to the impression rank tab, and then just click on this button for setup connection, right? You just click on this, and then you're just going to choose your marketplace and then basically log into your Amazon account. There's going to be a few different things that you connect. You're going to connect your Amazon Seller Central account. It's going to ask you to connect your PPC account. There's something called an SIS schedule. And there's a menu that'll basically show you if everything is connected. It's very easy to follow. It literally takes less than a minute. Or if, let's say, you have your Amazon account and you're sharing access, or you want to share access with a service provider or an agency, you can also just click on this button. Instead of clicking New Amazon Connection, you can click on this button for Generate Setup Link. It'll give you a URL that you can share with whoever you want. And then they go through the connection steps. And this will give a third-party access to be able to view your PPC data inside of the tool, inside of our platform. I've used that a few times. It works really well. So once you have set up the Rank Radar and you've connected your PPC account, then you can start to do the analysis on your, on the work. And so we actually did, this is a long masterclass that Brandon taught. It was maybe like 4 hours long, and it gets way more into depth than what I'm going to be able to cover into this video. Usually these masterclasses with seller systems are paid, but this was a bonus that we gave everyone. If you're a Data Dive user, this was like our thank you for hitting 6,000 users. We made this totally free. So if you're a Data Dive user, or you were when we released this, which was a couple weeks ago, you'll have an email. Just search for PPC Masterclass or like 6K users, and you'll see the code to get this masterclass totally for free. The high level view of how you do this analysis is really based off this decision matrix. And if you remember, what our primary objective with using Data Dive is we're really just optimizing for organic rank. That's the thing that we care about more than anything else in this world of Amazon. If we can be number one for the largest percentage of keywords in the master keyword list, we're going to dominate that niche. We're going to be the number one seller. So everything is based off of that. And our decision matrix is based off of this as well. So how you think of it is you're looking at your organic ranks and you're seeing where they're trending. Are they going up? Are they staying flat, or are they going down? And then you're going to want to reference that across whether the campaigns are profitable or not profitable. So the rule of thumb is, even if a campaign is not profitable, if you're seeing your organic ranks go up, you're going to keep those campaigns on. If you're break even, you're going to keep them on. If you're profitable, of course, you're going to keep that on. Anything we can do to move organic rank in a positive direction, we're going to keep moving in that direction. If our organic ranks eventually, right, you're like ranking on these non-profitable campaigns, your organic ranks are going up, and then eventually you're going to see this level off and the organic ranks are going to go flat. This is the point of using a daily organic rank tracker like Rank Radar. And so as those organic ranks go from being moving in a positive direction to becoming neutral, if they're not profitable, you're going to turn the campaigns off. If they're break even, you're going to keep them on. If they're profitable, you're going to keep them on. If you're doing something that's negatively impacting your organic ranks, you're going to turn it off in all scenarios. So that is the really high level way of looking at it. Once you connect your PPC account to Data Dive, then you can see some really much more detailed metrics. In fact, for every keyword, you'll not only see your organic ranks, but you're going to see all of your PPC data as well. So this is a small screenshot. In a minute, I'll go over into the tool and show you kind of what this looks like. But you've got, it's going to show you things like what are your PPC sales, your impressions, and then things like your click-through rate, your conversion rate. The other thing too, in addition to just the performance of the campaigns, like your click-through rate and your conversion rate, is you're going to see bits, which is basically showing you what your impression rank is, your impression share, and then the types of campaigns that you're running for this keyword. So I'll get into this when I show the tool a little bit more, but like, let's imagine a scenario where you see there's a keyword where you have a low organic rank, or at least the organic rank isn't as high as you'd like it to be. And you see that you're getting a really high click-through rate. You're seeing that you're getting a really high conversion rate, but your impression rank is really low, meaning that in this case, 11 other people are showing up higher in a higher position than you are for this keyword. What you could do with that information is say, well, we're getting good clicks, we're getting good conversions. What if we would try to go top of search or increase our bids, get our impression rank up, and then that's going to have a positive impact on our organic ranks. Or let's say we're looking at this campaign here and our impression rank is 2, but we're just running one auto campaign. Could we go and expand to other campaign types like exact, phrase, broad rather? Would those perform any better? You can see all of that data all in one spot. That's what it's talking about here. This is talking about look at impression rank. And then this section here is talking about look at your campaigns by type. You can also group and organize campaigns by route. I'll go over in the tool and show a little bit about what this looks like. So all of the keyword information on the left-hand side is going to be blurred. But like, let's take a look at this keyword here real quick. We're 101 plus, meaning that we're not indexed for any, well, we were indexed at some point for these keywords, like 48, and then our organic rank has dropped. Now we're in position 101. You can see that for conversions, we're looking really good. It's we have very little data here, but looks like 100% CVR, 20% CTR. And you can see that for campaigns, we're impression ranked 14 on this. So I don't know exactly what happened with this account. I haven't looked at it in like more than a month. So maybe they stopped running campaigns, or they just really reduced bid prices, or they're running out of stock. But all of that aside, right? Like what we want to do in this scenario, we're getting a really high conversion rate. We're getting a really high click-through rate. Our impression rank is 14. We're getting 0.1% impression share. We're only running auto campaigns. So in this case, what I could do with this data is let's try to get our impression rank higher. Let's try to expand our campaign types just as a starting point. And again, you won't be able to see what this keyword is here, but this is like the most relevant keyword for this product. So they should be being much more aggressive for this keyword. And you can go and move all the way down this list here. Let's see if there's another one here. Like this one, it's just not showing me much data here. This is another example of a good one. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on from here. So, because I want to just keep it moving on this video. The next thing that you can do, most people think this is pretty cool. I know this screenshot might not look that impressive. I think this seller is just not running a lot of campaigns for this. But when you connect your account, you're going to see all of your data here that's just showing me the breakdown per keyword. And again, if I want to organize things by roots, I can click on this roots and I can see for this keyword root, here's all of the keywords that are underneath it. And I can look at the performance for the entire root, right? Or for the individual keywords. Okay, so the next step in this audit, I think there's maybe about like 600 or 700 people that are in the audit group for this right now. This feature is going to be live for everyone soon. You can navigate to the PPC audit inside a data dive on the left-hand side of your screen. Click Create PPC Audit, and it's going to match it to a rank radar that you have. And then it's going to give you some pretty cool analysis that you can do. So again, the product is going to be blurred out, but you'll be able to see the information. At the top here, you can see this is what your funnel looks like and see how you're trending. This is for the month of September, so this audit is like 1 month old. It's giving you this breakdown of your sales, what your tacos looks like, what percentage are coming from organic and PPC sales, how that contributes into tacos, as well as your advertising cost of sale. Basically giving you some high level metrics of your PPC performance. But this is really where we get into the insights here. So this is the section down here for Let's Rank. You can see we've got some ideas of where you're trending, like your top 10 search terms. If you're moving in a positive direction, what do you have in top 50 search terms? And then this is the section that we really like down here. This is actually giving you some recommendations. So like, what are examples where you have high spend but low visibility? What are areas where promising results? We're saying that you have not the top impression rank and your organic rank is below the fold, but you're getting good conversions on these. And so the long-term plan with these is to basically give you these recommendations and then turn these into what we call action buckets. So if I open up one of these, for example, again, you won't see what the keyword is, but it's giving you a recommendation here for this keyword. And this is an extremely relevant keyword for this product. It's saying that these are search terms that have good conversion rates, but low visibility because the impression rank in a lot of cases is lower than it could be. You can see here, our CVR for these are very high. And so the recommendation here is increase exact match type advertising to spend to improve organic rank and consider increasing bid or campaign budget if you're maxed out. And so it gives you a handful of different recommendations here that you can play around with. We just added this section on here. This is for cannibalization. So it's saying that like overall, out of all these campaigns, we have $4,000 that we're using in total spend, and there's about $1,000 that we're targeting as potential waste. And we break it down into potential bleeding and then cannibalization. And so you can open here and see what the insights are. Again, these are going to be blurred out, the keywords, but it's like for this keyword here, it's showing us that we're getting an extremely low, in fact, 0% conversion on this. We have a high cost per click. We spent $40 here. And right now you have to go in and execute these changes manually. You can break these down into groups. Where we're going in the future is there's just going to be like basically a take action on this. So it's going to have what the recommendation is, and you can just like click it and implement it into, into your accounts. For those that are a little bit more technically savvy or think that the recommendations are too high level, you can also open up the advanced data here, and it's going to basically give you the entire breakdown. It's going to show you what your match types are, your impression share, your impression rank, as well as the performance for the campaigns. And so getting back here into the workflow doc, last thing that you're going to do here is execute changes and make highlights. Again, this is a manual process right now, but you are able to make changes to PPC, not changes to PPC campaigns, but you can create new PPC campaigns right inside a data dive. It doesn't let you modify existing campaigns just yet. But if you come into the PPC campaigns tab, you can see it gives you your exact product phrase broad campaigns. And you can basically decide which keywords you want to include. You can set all of your parameters here inside of the app, and you can send those campaigns straight to Amazon. You still have to adjust campaigns inside of Amazon, inside of your Seller Central account. But what you should be also doing inside Data Dive is making your highlights inside of Rank Radar. And so this is for a cat tree example. You can just click on the checkbox next to a keyword, click highlight, and then you can see in this case, I said started exact match campaign for heavy duty cat tree for large cats. And it's going to put a highlight for that keyword around the date range that you'd like to put it for. And then if you want to do a date specific update, like you started running DSP ads, not just for one keyword, but like, for a range of keywords, you could put that above the date. And over time, you just want to keep monitoring that strategy. So think about that PPC decision matrix, and then think about really at the top end of our decision criteria, that organic rank is the thing that we're focusing on even more than something like tacos and ACOS. And then this is just some extra ideas, right? Like revenue, your sales velocity. PPC is for sure the largest lever that you can pull, but there's other things that contribute to this as well that I thought were worth mentioning. So like external traffic through things like join brands. You have like influencer marketing, external traffic from things like Google Ads using like Pixel Me or Amps, and then like external traffic if you have a Shopify site, Buy with Prime. Remember, when we're talking about our organic rank on Amazon, Amazon is looking at like what keywords are you indexed for? You've got your relevancy times performance, and your performance is your click-through rate, your conversion rate, and your revenue. And so revenue, if you're able to increase that by pulling these other levers, PPC, external traffic from a website, the larger performance you're able to get for these other three metrics, Amazon is going to look and see if you're outperforming the click-through rate, conversion rate, revenue. If you're outperforming the competitors, your organic ranks are going to go up. If you're underperforming, your organic ranks are going to go down while those other competitors are basically taking your spots. So that's pretty much all I've got. I know that one was a little bit faster, but I hope that was helpful, at least to get started with the PPC tools inside of Data Dive.
Well, thank you so much for running us through the workflow and also showing us the tool. I think again, it's like the thing that many sellers like about Data Dive is the way how you are trying to gather information, but also showcase it to the sellers as fast and easy as possible. Because I really love this dashboard you have that really easily highlight the most important KPIs for sellers regarding to their PPC, and also give some action points what they can actually do to improve the performance. So that's really nice. To kind of wrap up today's interview, so today we focused only on the PPC part, but I think in the beginning of the video you also mentioned why Data Dive even exists and why Amazon sellers should use it. But could you once more highlight what are the different features and from which step until to where Amazon sellers could go to with using Data Dive?
Absolutely. So Data Dive has really three main applications. It's going to be for validating product ideas that you're considering launching. There's a whole workflow for validation. If those products pass validation, you're going to go through the workflow for launching those products, like writing your listing, getting your PPC campaigns for launch set up. And then once the product is live on Amazon, where a majority of our users are spending the most time, is optimization. So that's really optimizing your SEO, how your listing is written, optimizing for click-through rate. Your main image, really, conversion rate is your optimizing for conversion rate, rather, is your secondary images, A+ content, everything on your PDP. And then revenue optimization, largely going to be a lever of PPC. And so the whole point with Data Dive is, can you look at a brand that is on Amazon and in a matter of minutes get a very good idea for exactly what is underperforming and what levers you need to pull to improve the performance of your brand. If you're launching a product for the first time, it's going to help you in just a few minutes get a very comprehensive view of how competitive is that niche, what are the things that you're going to want to look out for before launching a product, and hopefully have you have a better chance of success in that launch for making sure that you're at least pulling all of those levers and competing with the top sellers in the niche.
Okay, it sounds really good and helpful for the sellers, no matter if they're just starting out on Amazon or already selling for many years. So we're gonna also have the link to Data Dive in the video description below, so you can check out the tool and also sign up for it. And also, if you have any questions about today's video or about Data Dive, then feel free to leave those questions as comments as well, so we can ask Anthony to come back and answer those questions. Anthony, it was great to have you back on our channel. You did mention now other topics Data Dive is helpful with, and on our Orange Click channel, we also have more videos around Data Dive and main concept and workflows Amazon sellers need to go through to be successful. So feel free to check out those videos as well. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you soon again.
Thanks so much. I'll talk to you later.
I hope this video will help you to optimize your Amazon PPC campaigns and track your organic rankings better. And if you are interested in what Data Dive does and check their suite of tools, you will find their link in the video description. And if you found this video helpful, click like and subscribe. And if you have questions to the content you heard, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. And now I recommend you to watch more tutorials about different Data Dive features that can help you validate, launch, and optimize your Amazon products. So check this out.